When my mother passed away, Thea was one of the main people that helped clean out the house. She came across a lot of artifacts of our childhood. One of those was an 8th grade yearbook from me called The Big Wheel. And the spokes of the big wheel, 1963 graduates, the 8th grade, Kenneth Brown. This is a picture of me in the 8th grade, and a picture of the Lutheran school I went to. Very much a parochial school, and we had chapel every Wednesday. One of the first things we got here was a description of each person. My record or song was The Bird's the Word. Of course, my favorite subject was science. My hobby was rockets back in the 8th grade. Trip down nostalgia lane. And we come across a section called the class nicknames. My nickname was Mad Scientist. Then at the bottom we have class fingerprints. And what were my fingerprints? What was I known about? Rockets. And we come across a section called the class prophecy. What did they predict for me? Let's see, they predicted that somebody would stop at Kenny's house and I would have a mechanical robot teacher. Some kind of artificial life form. I never did get into Yeah, I did. I done work with robotics. Laboratory robots, practical. Then we come across a section called the class will. And to Randy Bromley has been willed Ken Brown's scientific brain. So I forgot who Randy Bromley was, but he's got my brain. Luckily it's not in a jar. And on a typical day I get caught shooting off rockets. And on an average day, this is what you would see. What would you see from me on an average day? Let's see. Kenny Brown was working on a space shot to hit Mr. Winters. He was the principal of the school. And here's the doll. My doll was one doll called the Man Scientist. It's a Kenny doll. Wind it up and oh, it has started a countdown for a model rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eighth grade. Social mirrors. They saw a lot of who I am today. I guess even back then, you could tell that I was pretty much gifted with a love and passion for science and technology. Thank you, Thea.